Married at First Sight season 17 sneak peek. Okay, if you are not new to this channel, then you already know what this is. This is a sleuthing video where I share information with you that the network isn't ready to reveal yet, but I dug it up anyway. Hi, I'm Tamara, and this is Tamara Lynette Tells. I am so happy to share that this video is being sponsored by AG1. I'll tell you more about them later. Now, season 17 will take place in Denver, Colorado, but that's all the network has announced. Other than this little preview that shows us pretty much nothing, this season is turning out to be quite a mystery so far. They have yet to tell us when the new season will premiere, and they haven't officially announced the cast. However, MAFS has privy to the cast information and announced the first names of the cast along with a single photo of each cast member. With that little to go on, I was able to find out more information about 8 of the 10 cast members. Let me tell you what I found. Couple number 1, Emily and Brennan. Emily is approximately 30 years old. She graduated high school in 2011. She's from Bayview Village, Ohio, and has lived in Chicago, Illinois, and now lives in Denver, Colorado. She studied strategic communication and marketing at Miami University and currently works as an account executive. Now, based on her photos, I think it's safe to say that she loves to travel. I hope Brennan has a current passport and not afraid to fly. Now, speaking of Brennan, he was one of the 2 that I was not able to find. You know, sometimes you can look at a photo and get a sense as to whether or not a couple will be attracted to each other. But in this case, I don't know. They are both given all-American vibes, so they might be each other's type. Moving on. Couple number 2, Claire and Cameron. Claire is a quadruplet. Now that is rare. She is one of 3 girls and 1 boy. She says she lost her brother 4 years ago due to mental illness and is living in constant grief over his loss. She's a counseling grad student and mental health advocate. Now, due to the loss she suffered with her brother, she's focused most of her career goals towards mental health. Now, on the website of an organization where she worked as an affordable counseling intern, or perhaps she's still there, part of what she said is, "My passion in life is to help individuals overcome and navigate life's difficulties. I approach therapy through a person-centered lens and believe that all humans have the ability to increase self-understanding, self-concept, and beliefs about who they are." Now, she created an Instagram page, and she said she created it to share the knowledge she's learned about mental health, but she hasn't shared a new post in quite some time. Now, in this post, she opens up about having an eating disorder and her battle to overcome it and how worth it was to fight the fight. And to give you a little taste of her personality, here's a video she created to discuss toxic positivity.
What is toxic positivity? It is the constant belief that when we experience something adverse, challenging, hard, that we have the ability to just look on the bright side of things.
Now, given her education in counseling, I believe she's going to be an interesting one to watch navigate this crazy experience, because they don't teach the psychology of getting married to a stranger at first sight in college. Now, her counseling skills might end up being an asset to the group, given that the experts have been MIA the last few seasons, or the group can see her as a know-it-all and she may get on their nerves. Can't wait to see how this one plays out. Now, as for Cameron, he's around 33 years old and lives in Boulder, Colorado. He graduated from the University of Auckland with a master's degree in composite engineering with honors, I might add. He owns his own business specializing in bicycle carbon frame repair. Now, based on his website, it sounds like he works on high-end bikes. Now, according to his LinkedIn page, he does this full time. He left his job as a program manager back in August of 2022. He's also been a volunteer at a dog rescue for over 9 years. Now, given his degree in engineering and Claire's background in counseling, I'm a little skeptical. I'm thinking that their approach to life might be too different, like hers being more touchy-feely and his being more calculated. Like, if he's in touch with his feelings and a decent communicator, they might have a chance. However, based on the odds of this show, it's safer to bet that they won't make it. So the least they could do is upgrade their wellness routine with AG1, because after being on this show, they're going to need a foundational nutritional supplement that supports whole body health to help them manage their mood swings and stress. Like on the morning of their wedding, when their stomach is all in knots, they should make themselves an AG1 drink to get those probiotics and plant-based enzymes in their systems to help with that gut health. If you've been following me on Instagrams and Threads, then you know I've been working on my health and wellness routine. In the morning, I mix up a scoop of AJ1 with some cold water, and it tastes yummy. Now, trust me, it tastes better than it looks. It's got a subtle taste of pineapple and vanilla. And get this, it gives me the boost of energy I need to deal with my coworkers. And I'm thinking more clearly because there were times when I couldn't concentrate. So now, no matter what I eat or don't eat, I get 75 vitamins and minerals and whole food source ingredients. Not to mention, I'm feeling less bloated these days. Hallelujah. I'm feeling better, y'all. So you know how I do it. I like to bring you deals. Head to the link in the description below to get a free 1-year supply of AG vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 AG1 travel packs with your first purchase of AG1. Moving on to couple number 3, Lauren and Orion. Lauren is approximately 32 years old. She graduated high school in Chicago and got her degree in agriculture business management in Arkansas. If you're into fraternities and sororities, it may interest you to know that she is a Delta Sigma Theta. As for work, she's an administrative officer. She says she has a demonstrated history of working in the federal government administration industry. She has also volunteered as a lead camp counselor at a camp for adoptive families. Now, Orion is from Crystal, New Mexico. He lives in Lakewood, Colorado, has 7 years of experience in the construction industry working as a lead electrician and project engineer. He's an independent contractor at the moment, self-employed. Okay, now, no one loves an entrepreneur spirit more than I do, but these self-employed folks are making me a little nervous only because of this show's history. They've had their fair share of so-called self-employed singles who are really unemployed with a hobby, but I'm not trying to be skeptical, so this is me keeping a somewhat open mind. Anyway, Orion went to high school in Colorado. He attended college in Fort Lauderdale and Denver. And in 2019, he competed in a Tough Mudder race, which is a competition that kind of like challenges your physical fitness. Now, Married at First Sight hasn't served up very many interracial couples on the show, so it's going to be interesting to learn about their preferences, like if they truly are open to other ethnicities. And it will be fascinating to witness their first reaction to seeing each other, like if they'll be surprised by each other's ethnicities. If it's not a problem, these two might have a chance of being a good match. They both seem a little granola. Now, strictly based on his pictures, Orion looks like he might be a little more Green Panther, Earth hugger than Lauren. Couple number 4, Rebecca and Austin. Rebecca is about 32 years old. She graduated with a degree in communication. She too is an entrepreneur. She has a photography business and she's owned it for over 9 years. This is how she describes herself on her website. I'm a 30-something natural light photographer making my way through life in the cities of Denver and Chicago with a camera and serious love for 90s music. I'm in love with my clients, pizza, and my badass team of photographers. Now, she looks very outgoing, so I hope they didn't do an opposites attract thing with her and pair her with someone who has a blah personality. Oh, and given that she's a photographer, of course she has many great photos of herself. Now, they paired her with Austin. He's the other person I wasn't able to dig up more information on, but based on his photo, I'm just going to say no. I can already hear Dr. Pepper and Pastor Cal talking about these two on the matchmaking special. Based on her love for pizza and his love of tomatoes, we think these two will be a good match and balance each other out. And finally, couple number 5, Chloe and Michael. It appears as though Chloe has lived all over the globe. Okay, so she obtained her political science degree from the University of Central Florida. She worked as a district manager in Phoenix, Arizona, a senior director in Honolulu, Hawaii, a property manager in Auckland, New Zealand, a campaign manager in Charlotte, North Carolina, and now is a senior director in Denver. Woo, that's a lot of moving. Now, Chloe, she loves to travel, hike, and binge watch Yellowstone. Now, they paired her with Michael. He grew up in Stanton and Santa Ana, California. He went to college at Cal State Fullerton, which is also in California. It appears as though he moved from California to Denver sometime around 2019, where he now works as the head of SMS Digital Experience, whatever that means. In 2015, he competed in a Spartan race, which has a similar goal as the Tough Mudder that Orion competed in, basically to show off what a physical badass you are. Finally, in this local news video, he raced Tom Brady like 50 feet. Tom Brady, of course, won, and Michael was running in those tight yellow tweed pants. He didn't stand a chance. As for Chloe and Michael, this is a radical guess, just like all of my other ones, but I think that he might be a little too quirky for her. Based on her career past and present, I'm thinking she might be a little more serious and concerned about how she comes across to others, whereas he seems like more of a free spirit and risk taker. I can't wait to see what happens with them. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with this entire cast in general. I have to say, though, I'm not mad about this break that they are giving us. For the last few seasons, they have practically gone back to back to back to back with each season. So I'll happily accept this little break to take my time and create random videos for you. So what are your initial thoughts of this cast? Holla at me in the comments. In the meantime, this is all I have for now. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in my next video.